So hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're enjoying this. And I'm no big man, honestly. And since I'm no big man, I want to just tell you a little bit. Thank you for the introduction, but I'd like to introduce myself a little differently. So my introduction starts like this, that 12th standard CBSE board, first rank in the entire state of Rajasthan. Then, I don't know, somehow came to Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi, supposed to be one of the best colleges in Asia, and struggled with the first year, struggled with the second year, topped Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi in the final year, and got the first rank. I don't know, something happened, something went wrong. I topped CPD again, CA Foundation exam, first rank in the entire state of Rajasthan. And then I went for my MBA to London School of Business and Finance. By the time I finished my MBA, I was a merit holder from London School of Business and Finance. Worked with PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the top consulting firms, worked on World Bank projects, worked with HSBC, worked with CIBC London, worked with Sutherland USA, worked with EY, Offshoot, Keypoint, Bahrain, I don't know, so many places, and I decided to retire. But if you think that I'm going to talk about all my academic achievements, no. I want to also tell you something else. If you think I'm a very studious person, not at all. So I'm a gold medalist in dance, and I'm a gold medalist in music, and I'm a trained classical singer, and I'm a trained sitar player, and I can play any instrument right from sitar, guitar, dholak, tabla, violin, xylophone, mouth organ, bongo, congo, you name it, and I'll play it. Plus, I'm also a national level painter, and I'm also a national level debating champion. Plus, I've done things like bungee jumping, parasailing, scuba diving, snorkeling, clay modeling, calligraphy, astrology, astronomy, and I love cooking as well. But the whole reason for actually coming here and talking is not about saying that I'm successful. The story is not about success. The story is about failures. And I want to start with the story of retirement, which started very early. And before I start this, I want to ask you guys a very simple question. The question is about third standard English. And some of you have already heard about it probably. But I'm just going to ask a very, very simple third standard English question. How many of you, everybody knows English here? Sure? Okay, brilliant. So give me raise of hands. I'm looking for raise of hands. Tell me, how many of you take a bath at least once in 2 days? Please give a raise of hands if you can. Once in 2 days at least. Once in 2 days, almost all of you take a bath. Almost once in 2 days. Brilliant, I like this. So everybody's saying, oh, everybody takes it. There's no big deal about it. All right. So I assume everybody takes a bath almost once in 2 days. I'm just going to ask and add up one more word. Now this word is called shower, shower. Right? It's not pronounced as shower. A lot of Indians pronounce it as shower, but it's pronounced as shower. That's the right pronunciation. How many of you take a shower? Once in 2 days, at least? Oh, so a lot of people take a shower. So you take a shower as well as a bath. And can I know the difference between the two? How do you figure out what's the difference between shower and a bath? And I'll tell you amazing answers. I can't really ask you those questions here, but I'll tell you what kind of answers I get from people. So they say, if I do it very fast, then it's shower. And if I do it very slowly, it's bath. And then I get answers like, if I use a soap, right? It's bath, and otherwise it's a shower. And then I get amazing answers like, if I sit down, and if I stand up. I get answers like, if I'm doing it outside, and I'm doing it inside. And the funniest I've got is, if I'm doing it with somebody else, or I'm doing it alone. But congratulations, all of you failed third standard English question. You guys do not know English. Right? Very simple difference between shower and a bath is, unless you soak yourself into anything, unless you dip yourself, unless you actually pour yourself into something, there is no bath. To have a bath, you have to have a bathtub or a pond or a lake or a swimming pool in which you can dip yourself. Otherwise, everything else is a shower. If you use a bucket and a mug, it's a mug shower, tap shower, rain shower, jet shower, shower but no bath, third standard English. All of you failed. Congratulations. And this is exactly what is coming from a guy who comes from this small town called Kishangarh. This is exactly how I used to look, right? My wife, when she sees this photograph, she said that if she would have seen me like this, she would have never married me in her life. And this is what is coming to you guys, that you guys fail third standard English from a guy who comes from Kishangarh, who did not know how to speak in English. While the first time when I came to Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi, I used to say, I didn't knew. And I come from, and it's wrong, right? So so I would say things like this. And I'll give you another test if you guys want. So this is another word, schedule. I saw these people talking about this right in the morning. And how do you pronounce this? So I get pronunciation. Give me raise of hands again, okay? So give me, say, right pronunciations. So if I say schedule, schedule is the right answer. Give me raise of hands. Schedule. How many say schedule is the right answer? Don't be scared. Half the lights are dim, so I can't see most of it. Okay. How many say schedule is the right answer? Schedule. Schedule. Give me good raise of hands. Schedule. How many say both are right? Both are right. Superb. How many say both are wrong? Both are wrong. So one person says both are wrong. Everybody else, because he's my student. And congratulations, you again failed third standard English question. Because the moment you go out of this country, this D becomes a J. And either it's pronounced as schedule or schedule. No schedule, no schedule. You studied wrong English in this country, unfortunately. Anyway, so this comes from this guy who comes from Kishangarh. And he comes from a very, very simple family. His father was a very simple government officer. When I remember my childhood days, I remember that we did not have money to actually buy mangoes. And when I came to Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi, I would actually walk for 5 kilometers each day to reach my college. We had a canteen. And in that canteen, it's a very cheap canteen. And I would still not eat anything because I would have no money for that canteen. And there is a cinema hall, which is called Amba Cinema. And that Amba Cinema first show ticket used to cost 10 rupees. And I would not go and watch a movie at Amba Cinema because I would think it is expensive. And there is a market in Jaipur. And this is not Jaipur, by the way, but I just wanted to give you a glimpse of it. But that's called Sikar House, and it's called Haji Market. And there you get material, rejected material, which you get, that's the rejected piece of clothes which you can buy. And you buy it in kilos. So I would buy clothes in kilos, and I would just buy those clothes, get a short kurta made, wear that to college, and if somebody would ask me, where did you buy this from? I would say Shoppers Stop. And that's exactly how I used to live. My thought was, 15,000 rupees salary. That's all that I wanted while I was actually doing my graduation at SRCC. I would think, give me 15,000 salary and I'll be the happiest man on earth. By the time I finished my graduation, I had 3 job offers. Each job offer was 7 lakh rupees, and I rejected all the 3 because then I thought I deserve more. And it's possible. And from there, I started working, and I started working and earning hard and becoming an investment banker. I think most finance professionals dream to become an investment banker. I was one, right? And I was one. I can tell you that today, while I was in school, I used to wear a 35 rupees watch, and I would really feel very happy about it. Today, I wear a Rado, and I don't care about it, right? It does not matter. I have just purchased a penthouse in Jaipur with my own private swimming pool, and my own terrace garden. This is again not my house. Just to show off. But I can buy that, and I don't care about it, and it's possible. And if it's possible for me, I think it's possible for all of you. And that's exactly what I want to tell you. But there is a more interesting story, and there is a story of death. And this is, I reached death 3 times in my life. And the first time, I reached my death while I was very early in school. Because I was one of those guys who was actually learning to do things from, I would do exactly what my parents would tell me. I would do exactly what my teachers would tell me. So I was one of those guys who would sit in the front row, and if the entire class would bunk, I would say, ma'am, the entire class is bunking there, please go and catch them. So people used to hate me. And I was the one who had no friends. People would not like me. People would not love to talk to me. I would eat my tiffin alone. I would go in the sitar room and play my sitar. And that's exactly how I learned so many things. Right? So because you're alone, you're lonely, you don't really get too many friends. And then imagine a sitar player trying to speak in English in Kishangarh and trying to top the classes and do so many things. People used to think, I'm gay. And I've gone through it. It's easy to laugh, but it's very difficult to digest it. And how does it feel when somebody pokes you from behind? And I've gone through this whole process where people would catch me from behind, poke themselves, and I would be so scared, I would not be able to free myself, and I would just do nothing about it. I would feel, what should I do about it? And I had no answers to it. 8 years, I lived with this. Then I thought of committing suicide. And I tried to cut my hand, and it really hurts a lot. And you can laugh at it. It really hurts, so I thought, let's put a Band-Aid. Don't worry about it. Then I tried sleeping pills. And I ate some 3-4 sleeping pills. I slept in the evening. I got up again in the next evening. They don't work. So don't try that. So more interesting thing is, I stood on the terrace of a 25th floor building, and I thought I'll jump from here. because I did not want to tell anything to anybody. So I thought I'll jump from here. And while I was standing there, I thought that, I can't jump. And that's why you can see me here. So I survived. I thought, why should I jump? Let the other people jump. I have to prove that I can do good. And I thought the answer was money. And I thought, let me earn a lot of money, as much money as I can. And I thought, I'll go get as much money. I told you I was drawing fantastic salaries. I was doing fantastic as a professional. And I thought this is exactly how it should be. But then I used to work like a donkey from 8 in the morning till 2 in the night, every single day, trying to make as much money as possible, doing the best of the jobs in the world. And again, I had a problem. And this problem was this. And before I move on to this, I forgot to tell you, but while I was in SRCC, the whole scandal, so we were the biggest ragging scandal in the history of SRCC. And my roommate was again ragged. And that was a time when you guys are very lucky. You guys don't have ragging anymore. But we had absolute ragging. My roommate was again sexually harassed. And he again went and complained. I was the witness. He left the college. And I was there saying, these guys were the guys who did it. And this time I fought back. And I learned how to fight back with this whole thing. And once I fought back with this is exactly what happened with the university. So this is exactly when the university framed the guidelines for no ragging in the university, 2000. That's exactly my batch, my year, right? And it's possible. So today you're happy with no ragging because of me. Anyway, while I was working very, very hard, and while I was working like a donkey in my jobs, this is exactly what happened to me. I was, again, one of the first victims. I don't know, so many first happens to me. So I was one of the first victims of swine flu in the country. And I was flying from Thailand to Delhi, and I was quarantined in a hospital near the airport. And, this is exactly how the doctors look like, right? They look like astronauts. Nobody's allowed to come and see you. You are actually treated as if nobody can touch you. If your family can't meet you, they would just stand downstairs and cry, and I would just wave from there and say, don't worry, nothing is going to happen to me. And so many people died in that hospital, and I survived. And I don't know how, right? But it's possible. And things didn't end here. So while I survived, I was again that time working in Bahrain. And while I was working in Bahrain, I developed a cyst. It was a painless cyst in my body. And I went to the doctor and said, doctor, what is this cyst? So, the doctor said, I have no ideas what is this. But most likely this is cancer. So I said, okay, so what do we do next? So he said, normally we do endoscopy while you're testing for cancer. But they said, we can't test you for through endoscopy because the area where the cyst is, if you do endoscopy, you'll die. So I was like, what's the answer now? They said, okay, let's try chemotherapy, see how you react. And if your body reacts positively, it's fine. Otherwise, we don't know. And that's exactly how I struggled. And that's exactly what, this is a photograph. So this is my real photograph, okay, for a change. But this is something which I did not let anybody click my photograph while I was going through the medication process. This is after my medication was over. But having said this, I was again very lucky. And I again went to a lot of doctors. My wife's uncle did a lot of research for me. And he figured out that this was not cancer. This is a rare form of tubercular tumor which could be cured. And I was cured. 9 months of chemotherapeutic medication. I lost my skin. I gained weight. My hair turned rough. Every single morning, by the time I would come out of the washroom, I would literally fall down. I would actually not turn the lights on of my washroom because I did not want to see myself. I just did not know what to do with myself. And that is the exact time when I thought, I need to live for myself. I need to live for people. So that's why I packed up my bags, and I thought, forget the job in Bahrain, forget being an investment banker, let's live, and let's live for the first time. So I started living, I left my job, came back to India, and started thinking, let me live a good life for myself. And that's exactly what brings me here, to share my story. I'm no big man. But anyway, I have to tell you three things. And these are 3 learnings from my life. This is exactly what I think. I was probably doing a lot good, but I think today I got a lot more visibility. And why I get a lot more visibility is because of this. Has anybody been to Saudi Arabia? Yeah, somebody? Probably 1, 2 people have gone there. So if I were to ask you, can you find out the most beautiful girl in this? Can you do it? No, you can't. You have to remove the veil. And if you can't remove this, nobody's going to know about it. If I don't talk about myself, if I don't talk about anything in my life, nobody cares about me. I would have been just one of the guys working as an investment banker in one corner. Nobody cared about me. Today, when I talk about myself, a lot of people care about me. You guys have paid money to come and hear me. I am proud, right? This is exactly what happens. I'm sure all of you have a story. It's not about just me having a story. It's not about only the speakers having a story. It's about all of you having a story. And just about you saying it, just about you sharing it, talking about yourself. That's the most important thing. Second most important thing, you actually have to not live for others. I think the biggest mistake I've done in my life is to live for others. I would follow my parents, I would follow my teachers, I would do my peer pressure, I would do this, I would do this. I would just earn money because everybody wants me to earn money. But that, I think, is the most stupid thing to do in this world, right? Live for yourself, because this is the first time I can experience that I'm living for myself. This is the first time when I feel that I can do what I feel like. So there's an afternoon every weekday where I get up in the morning, and I get up at 11, 12 now when I need to. And I get up at 11 in the morning, and I feel I need to sleep more, and I need to go back. So I cancel all my appointments, say, thank you so much, I'm done for the day, all meetings cancelled, it's my day, I'll live my life my way. That's possible, right? And you can all do this because you're not living for others. And this is my last thing, because I think this TEDx here is not because I want to say that, TEDx is a great platform to learn things. I'll tell you what I learned from TED. The best thing to learn from TED is to learn how to speak good English. You can always speak good English, because that's the place. So whenever I do a session with anybody, I'll just go and tell people, go and actually watch TED. Because TED is one place where I believe learn from the best. Whoever is the best, go and learn, right? All these guys come from US or UK. And if they come from all these countries, they speak best English, the way we speak best Hindi in the world, right? So if somebody has to learn English, go and learn from them. And the other good thing is, every TED speech comes with a transcript. Right? So if it's a transcript, I would listen to these videos, I'll put them down in my ears, copy, and then I would actually say translation. If I don't understand anything, translate, understand, read it, and you're good. So TED is not only about having inspirations, it's also about learning English. Thank you so much, guys. I think it was a pleasure talking to all of you. Thank you so much.